At first, nothing seems to change. You learn, you reflect, you become more aware of yourself and of others. And then quietly, almost invisibly, your social circle begins to shrink. Not because you became arrogant, not because you think you're better than anyone, but because awareness changes how much noise you can tolerate. Awareness sharpens perception, and perception doesn't let you unsee what you've already seen. You begin to notice patterns most people run on autopilot. How conversations loop around gossip, validation, and performance. How silence makes people uncomfortable. How jokes are often shields. How confidence sometimes hides fear, and kindness sometimes hides control. And once you see it, you can't pretend you don't. There's a quiet reason this happens. The more conscious a person becomes, the less they rely on unconscious social bonding. Most relationships are built on mirrored identity. Same complaints, same enemies, same distractions, same emotional frequency. Awareness disrupts this. You stop bonding through shared wounds and start seeking shared truth. That's rare. As your emotional intelligence grows, your tolerance for misalignment decreases. You feel the cost of interactions that drain you. You sense when someone needs you to stay small so they can feel safe. You recognize when a connection survives only because you keep abandoning yourself. This isn't loneliness. This is nervous system maturity. Your brain learns something important. Peace is safer than belonging. So you stop forcing presence. You stop filling silence. You stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. And slowly, people drift. Some feel judged by your clarity. Some feel exposed by your boundaries. Some feel threatened by your stillness. Not because you changed against them, but because you changed within yourself. Awareness teaches your nervous system to regulate itself. You no longer need constant external stimulation to feel alive. You no longer chase approval to feel worthy. You no longer confuse attention with connection. And when you stop chasing, many who only came to be chased disappear. Awareness also reveals an uncomfortable truth. Not everyone wants growth. Some want familiarity. Some want comfort. Some want someone to co-sign their patterns. When you stop participating in emotional loops, arguments lose fuel, drama loses oxygen, and many relationships quietly collapse without conflict. This is why growth often feels isolating. You're no longer operating from survival-level bonding. You're bonding from consciousness. That means fewer people, but deeper resonance. Your circle doesn't shrink because you became distant. It shrinks because you became precise. You no longer confuse history with intimacy. You no longer mistake proximity for alignment. You no longer keep people close just to prove you're lovable. And here's the part no one warns you about. Awareness creates a liminal phase, a space between who you were and who you're becoming. Old connections fade. New ones haven't arrived yet. This phase feels quiet. Sometimes lonely, often misunderstood, but this phase is necessary. Your mind is recalibrating its standards. Your nervous system is rejecting chaos it once normalized. Your identity is shedding borrowed versions of itself. You're not losing people. You're losing roles. The fixer, the listener, the peacemaker, the one who absorbs everyone else's emotions. And when you stop playing those roles, some exits are inevitable. Awareness doesn't make you antisocial. It makes you intentional. You choose depth over frequency, presence over performance, energy over explanation, and eventually, slowly, your circle expands again. Not in numbers, but in quality, with people who don't require masks, with conversations that don't feel heavy, with silence that feels safe. Until then, the shrinking isn't a punishment, it's a filter. A refinement process, a sign that your inner world is no longer negotiable. So if your social circle feels smaller lately, don't rush to fill the space. Ask yourself this: are you truly lonely? Or are you finally no longer abandoning yourself just to belong?